right, let's talk about snacking, late night snacking. Let's create some habits around all these snacks. Now, late night snacking is it's a pain in the arse, and it's a habit of you guys. When this habit is now built up through years and years of actually doing it, even from childhood, of being able to snack behind your mum's back or your dad's back, and as you get older, it's just a natural thing. It's like, think about it. For me, my parents always ordered a takeaway on a Friday. So every Friday, I naturally want a takeaway. So I'm going to try to get into it, help us change the habits, help us to think a little bit more about where we're going to put our food in the day. So here we go. So snacking literally can reduce our natural hunger cues and ruin our appetite. So, when you're just cooking tea, but I'll have a little something to eat. Ruining your appetite, okay? So this bit there breaks it down a little bit. And what we're going to try to do is help you reconnect with your body, because that's what it is. We're disconnected. We think at this time of night, at here, we're going to snack again, okay? And especially late at night, this is where our body does most of its bulk maintenance, healing, and repair work while we're sleeping. So the quality of food we're choosing before we go to bed is absolutely key. Now, I'm not going to tell you to eat this, eat that, but what I don't want you to be doing is eating these snacky sweets, these quick releasing sugar carbohydrates, which are not going to be any good for you. They will not provide any building blocks to be able to repair muscle tissue or your immune system and keeping your skin looking beautiful, okay? So a few tips before we get on the way. A little one here. So if you're into reading books, make sure you get Atomic Habits by James Clear, game changer. If you're really into wanting to change habits, your diet, your lifestyle, your fitness, smoking, just general business, this is a really good book to get into and start implementing some of the things he suggests in there. Some really good funny stories as well. So I've set your calories, okay? So I want you to be clever about what you're eating. Because don't waste them on a pack of jelly beans or a can of Coke. I'm not saying not do that, because that is, throughout the day. But if we want to change overeating our calories late at night, this is the things we need to avoid eating and drinking, because this is where secret calories will come from, okay? With that in mind, eat every 2 to 4 hours. This is a great little thing. This will keep us full. It'll keep us topped up. I'm not saying eat a full meal every 2 to 4 hours. I'm saying to eat some really good food every 2 to 4 hours, but looking about 500 calories each. Okay? If that's the sort of thing you can get into, is constantly eating every 4 hours. It's a really good thing to think about, okay? When we're snacking, then we tend to miss meals, okay? So by missing meals, we're going to tend to undereat, which will be a lack of energy and performance. And even undereating will stop you from losing weight or moving faster, bring your energy right down. And when we got lack of energy, what happens then? We start to snack more because we think we need it. But what we haven't had is a decent meal. Snacking will also mess with our natural hunger cues and ruin our appetite. So for me, 7 o'clock every night, my body goes, boom, I'm hungry, because I eat at 7 o'clock every night. And when I'm snacking between, it's going to mess with it. And this is where we're going to get irregular eating patterns. Now, so you might have a job where eating pattern is a bit irregular, but if we can get these breakfast, lunch, dinner, if one of them can be solid at a set time, perfect. Okay, massive tip here. I really, really rate this tip. If you're hungry, go and drink 1 pint of water first. We have almost the same signals our body would say, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. These can get mixed up in your body, okay? So go and eat a pint of water. Go and drink a pint of water first. No one ever died from waiting an extra 40 minutes to eat. Snacking can also come from cues. Are these a time? Is it a place? Is it how you're feeling? Are you sleepy, stressed? These cues can be making you want to snack. If we relate this back to smoking, okay? So when I was giving up smoking, I was driving to work and I knew at certain places on that drive, I would have a cigarette. And these are the things we've got to break. Is it a time? If you know it's a time of day, start looking at keeping yourself active throughout that time. Maybe cleaning the house, doing your workout at that time, going for a walk. Is it a place? Remove yourself from that place. Feelings. Are we anxious, stressed, angry, tired? If we're tired, go to fucking bed. If we're stressed and angry, we can start looking then at bringing the app Headspace into the game. We start looking at meditating and looking after one. Spending 10 minutes just as one with the app Headspace on. Real game changer. These small little changes we're going to make about snacking and trying to come will happen over time, not overnight. I want you to remember that. Your habit of snacking and being over your calories on a daily basis did not happen overnight. It happened over the past 5, 10, 15 years. So don't think this is going to happen overnight. I want a good 14 days of trying to implement different routines till we start looking at becoming a proper habit. So we've got some myths, and I want to put them to bed. Greater meal frequency increases metabolism. When we consume food, we know the thermal effect of food. Okay, so that is basically when we eat, our body's going to burn calories when we're eating. When we eat food, we get a slight rise in our metabolism. However, eating more meals per day does not provide any significant increase to metabolism. Okay, so if your every meal is 500 calories, okay, 500 times 2 is 1,000 calories, so 2 meals. But you eat one meal of 1,000 calories, it's still doing the same thing. It's not increasing your metabolism. So ignore that one. You must eat breakfast upon waking. Oh, fuck off on this one. Bits of information there. If you don't like eating breakfast, don't eat fucking breakfast. If you like eating breakfast, eat breakfast. It is that simple. There's nothing positive or negative about if you do it or not. Okay, so I'm just going to suggest intermittent fasting. So if we're going to eat 3 meals a day, we could look at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 5 p.m. Okay? The 3 solid feeding windows. But if we utilize intermittent fasting and we still eat 3 meals a day, we go from 12 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. The 4 p.m. there doesn't have to be a full meal if you don't want it to be. That could be your little opportunity to snack on little things, but don't overdo it. This is 4 p.m. snack time there. It's not a midnight snack. And this is what we want to avoid if you're going to be... Make sure we're counting the calories at 4 p.m., not at midnight when I guarantee you're not counting them. There are 2 types of hunger hormones. And it's just very quickly, these are big words you may learn. Leptin and ghrelin. Okay, I can't say gremlin proper, so I'll call it gremlin. Gremlin. Okay, quickly break them down. The 2 big players in regulating appetite. The gremlin tells you when you're hungry. Leptin tells you when you're full. So me calling that a gremlin basically is right because it tells you when you're hungry. Little annoying little bastard, okay? And when these are perfectly aligned, when you're feeling like you're not overly full and you're not hungry, right in between is when we're going to sleep a million times better. So these late night snacking where you're filling your stomach up and you're feeling, oh yeah, I've snacked now, I'm full. That's what we don't want because this is where irregular sleeping patterns will happen. And protein, this is what I want you to focus on. It's so important, your protein target. Okay, it's going to keep you fuller for longer. If you've got calories left late at night and you still want to snack, if you've got protein powder, make yourself a protein shake and just smash on that, okay? because it burns at a higher temperature in your body, so we're going to burn more calories, and it's going to keep you fuller for longer. Not only that, having a protein shake a little bit later at night, there's been scientific studies that show it's going to help you repair a lot better. Protein is going to give you optimal recovery. And that's it. So I hope you take a little bit out of that. Let's see how you get on with snacking.